What is that holistic well-being understanding in today's world? The world which is full of medical jargon and we are living in a very fast-paced society. Do we really understand that holistic well-being is not just about body, not keeping the body healthy? It is beyond having a healthy body. It includes having a healthy mind, a healthy emotions, and how we interact with our surrounding. As a social being, today as a human being, we have certain duties and we are a social animal. Our mind and current knowledge forces us to think that well-being is related to only physical aspect of the body. It does not go beyond physical body. Just to give an example, when we feel sick, we are encountered with a disease, we go to a doctor, we take prescription drugs, we take all the nice food, we take nutrition so that we can recover from a particular disease. And it works for us. We always recover from the disease over a period of time. But we never realize there is something which is constant in our head, that is stress, that is anxiety, which we go through. This is a chaotic world around us. We are multitasking each of the time. We are in the world of social media. We are in the world of talking to hundreds of individuals on professional basis. We have certain experience. We have certain emotions which get accumulated that affect our mental health. We never take care of that. Even when we are recovering from a disease, although we recover from disease, we become physically well. We often ignore our mental health aspects. So, in holistic well-being, mental health aspect is as important as physical body health aspect. In last 15 years, I have experienced various sort of changes in my behavior due to the life I was leading. There was a time I was careless in my early 20s. I never focused on health. I never took care of nutrition. I was always trying to multitask and focused on my goal, how to achieve what to achieve in professional life. But reality was I never thought about this concept. So what we have today in this video, this is not only what is available out there in the yoga, in the Ayurveda, in the literature, but it is also accumulated experiential learning which I had personally in my life. So I'm sure it will provide you some sort of value to practice holistic well-being. You will be surprised. World Health Organization acknowledges that health is not just physical body. According to their definition, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. They further emphasize that it is not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So, our organization like WHO also acknowledges that when you say well-being, it is not restricted to your physical body. To explain my point further, imagine you are interested in seeding a plant or sowing a seed to get certain fruits from a plant, and you look for a fertile soil. You go to Costco, Walmart, Home Depot, get the best kind of manure, the soil to plant, or you go to your own fields, try to find the fertile soil to sow the seed. If for some reason you don't take care of proper watering, nutrition, temperature, weather, sunlight, I'm sure the plant either will die prematurely or it will not produce fruits. For some reason, it was able to survive the cycle to produce fruit. The fruits it produces will not be healthy and I'm sure not tasty. So your effort of getting a plant out of a seed failed. The seed, which has the potential to become a plant, could not achieve its final goal. Same is true with us, and I always relate this example with human body. Imagine we are born with a potential, in this world to achieve certain aspects of value we bring to the world. We are born with our potential to better ourselves, to get best version of ourselves. But somehow, due to multiple issues, not keeping a holistic well-being, we keep ignoring one or the other aspect of holistic well-being, and we reach to a stage where we face failure, we face diseases, we face stress. So to me, if we want best version of ourselves, if we want to achieve true purpose of life, we all have to practice holistic well-being. That is the key. But you hardly see people talking about this. We are in a world of silos where we believe one aspect, we don't believe other aspect. We believe that this is best, this is not best. What I'm going to try to explain today through this video is that each aspect has its importance. In Gita, this is one of the very famous scripture in India. It says we all have to be in sambhav. What is the meaning of sambhav? Equanimity. Means we have to maintain a balance. When we call it balance, it is a balance of each facets of our holistic well-being beyond just body. At DiscoverURself, we call those aspects and classify them into 4 Qs. And those 4 Qs is nothing but 4 quotients. Quotients is nothing but the awareness. As long as we are aware of those 4 quotients, which we call them as health quotient, intelligence quotient, emotional quotient, and spiritual quotient. As long as we are fully aware on a continuous basis and try to work on each aspect in sambhav or balanced way, we can stay healthy beyond physical needs. We can achieve true purpose of life. We can be our best version. We can develop and deliver whatever is expected out of us. We need to work hard on our body. We need to wake up early. We need to do exercise. We need to do pranayams. We need to do yoga. We need to spend time on body to keep it fit. A healthy body is like a vessel. It is like a base. If you are not well physically, it will be very difficult for you to be happy and keep yourself well on your IQ aspect, which is intelligence quotient aspect, or your emotional aspects. Ultimately, you will not be able to achieve spiritual. You will not be able to address even spiritual quotient. So it is very important that we take care of this body. Mental well-being. As I said, this is the most ignored aspect around the world from hundreds of years, I would say. And especially in today's fast-facing world, society, as I mentioned earlier, we need to really focus on mental health. Mental health is nothing but taking care of emotional quotient. We need to really work on our emotional quotient if we want to interact with this social world. If we want to live happily with the family, we want to make relationships, we want to make sure that relationships are meaningful, we need to focus on emotional quotient. Then the third part is, which is very critical and covers the fourth dimension, which is our spiritual well-being. Spiritual well-being is something which we should not leave it for later part of our life. Most of the time we think once we retire, we'll spend time on improving our spiritual quotient. No, we should start finding time daily to do some sort of meditation, to achieve calmness, reflect back what we have done every day. The best exercise is when you go to sleep, look at the mirror. Whether in a day, whatever you have achieved or whatever you contributed, was it meaningful? If not, next morning you remind yourself that you need to contribute something, whether it is at the family level, is at the professional level, or at your body level. At some form, you have to add some value. And to reflect that, practice yoga, practice pranayam, meditations to achieve your spiritual well-being. Social well-being is also very, very important. Social well-being is something which is the key for us to survive happily in this world. As I told earlier, humans are a social animal. We live in societies. No matter whether it's smaller or bigger, we always depend on somebody else. We live in a symbiotic relationship. So we have to accept that we have to play different roles. Sometimes a role of husband, father, son, daughter, employer, employee. To maintain each of these roles, we need to make sure that we are fully aware that we have a role to play, and we work on our emotional quotient. We try and be genuine to each relationships, to each role we play. We should bring authenticity in what we do. As long as we really want to help others, take care of others, in the meantime, we want to create happiness. I think if we take care of all these aspects, we will be good. With this video, I was able to contribute to your understanding on holistic well-being. I plan to cover detailed aspect of each of well-being, physical well-being, social well-being, mental well-being in different videos, and how these IQs, HQs, EQs and SQs can be incorporated into your daily life. How you can improve your life by working on these 4 Qs and lead a happy, blissful and holistic life. To encourage us, I would request you to please subscribe to our channel, press like button and leave comments. If you liked our video, please give your feedback. If there are things which we can improve, please write in the comments. We are working hard to give you content which will add value to your life. If you have a specific topic related to holistic well-being in your mind which you want us to cover, we will be happy to make another video on that. To look for our future videos in this series where we will define each aspect in more detail, please subscribe to our playlist. Taking a break for now. Namaste and have a blissful, healthy day ahead. Bye.